Hello everyone, in today's video I am back for the third week's cash stuffing of October. So this is for week number 3 of October. I am so excited to be back in front of the camera again. I have not filmed since before I left for Boston, which was a couple weeks ago now. So I'm very happy to be in front of the camera and filming another cash stuffing for you guys. In today's video, we are stuffing a total of $1,175. Now, if you guys have watched my most previous cash stuffing, so from the month of September and then the ones I've done in October, you know that I have been saving up income for whenever I was gone on my vacation to Boston. So that money is located in my vacation funds envelope, which is here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that out real quick. It's not gonna fit up there, I already tried. So let's go ahead and get this money counted though. We'll get organized and we'll get stuffing. Alrighty, y'all, we have 1, 2, 3, 50, 70, 90, 4, 10, 30, 50, 70, 95, 10, 30, 50, 70, 96, 10, 30, 50, 70, 97, 10, 30, 50, 70, 98, 10, 30, 50, 70, 80, 90, 900, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1000, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 5, 85, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, y'all, I was losing those as I went. Okay, let's go ahead and get this all organized and up here. And y'all, I had such a good time while I was in Boston. Just amazing. I'm from Texas, so we really don't have seasons here. And just seeing the different colored leaves was incredible. Like actual like red leaves, yellow leaves, orange leaves. I know that probably seems like silly to some of y'all who are maybe from the north or you live in the north. But here in Texas, we don't really get that. It's kind of like the leaves are green and then there are no leaves. So it was really cool to see that. We went to Salem. We actually went through New Hampshire on our way to Vermont. We went to Woodstock, which was the cutest little town. And of course, the weather was great up there. It did rain one time, but it wasn't too bad because we kind of got to see like the like cozy vibes while we were up there, which was really, really great. And now that I'm back, we actually have that weather here in Texas because it's I think it's like a high of 43 today and it's really rainy and it's cold. So we're all bundled up here and I have my decaf coffee, but let's go ahead and get into it and I'll tell you guys more about my trip along the way. But starting off with rent, let's go ahead and get into my bills binder. All right, so rent this week is going to get $290. So let's do, let me see how many hundreds I have. I think I'll do 2 of these. And then 20, 40, 60, 80, and 90. Let me just make sure that's correct though. 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. Yes. And that brings rent now to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1000. 1, 2, 50, 70, 93, 10, 30, 50, 70, 94, 10, 30, 50, 70, 95, 10, 30, 50, 70, 90, 6, 10, 30, 50, 65. So 1665, did I do that correctly? $1,665 now in rent. Up next is subscriptions. This is going to get $10 this week. Let's go ahead and just pop a 10 in here. I have a lot of change. So now in subscriptions is 50, 70, 90, 100, 10, 15. So 115 now in subscriptions. We were actually in Boston from Wednesday to Monday, so from the 18th through the 23rd. I was back Monday, and then I worked Tuesday all day. Wednesday, I left to go to a wedding, so I was at a wedding from Wednesday through Friday. Friday morning, I got back, and we had a Halloween party, and then I worked on Saturday, and today's Monday. So I've had a really busy past couple weeks, which is why I was not able to film for you guys. I've just been like working and traveling for like the past 2 weeks. But in a few months, I will be going to Paris and London, which I've been mentioning to y'all. And then my boyfriend actually messaged me while I was in Boston and was like, hey, do you want to go to Colorado? So I think we'll be doing that in December. So I have more traveling ahead of me as well. Cell phone's getting 25, so let's do a 20 and a 5. I think I'm gonna do a lot of vacationing this year. I did some last year, but going into 2024, I'm gonna probably stop vacationing for a while. I do have one trip planned for November, but other than that, I'm really gonna crack down and try to get ahead of like all my bills and then just get anything paid off that we need to get paid off. So 2024 is gonna be more of a grind than this year, but I'm having fun. Cell phone is now has 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80, 95, 300 now in cell phone. And electric, I am putting $30 in here. So let's do a 20 and a 10. And that brings electric now to 1, 50, 70, 90, 210, 30, 50, 65. $265 now in electric. Definitely running the heater right now because it is very cold here in my house. But I get cold really easily. I'm the kind of person that like my house is usually at like 76 during the summer because anything under that I'm usually pretty cold. And right now I think my house is at 70. So I have like pants on, I have socks on, I have a long sleeve shirt. I'm just so cold right now. Childcare is going to get 70. So we'll do 3 20s and a 10. Fix this 20 real quick. Okay, that brings childcare now to 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 80, 410. So $410 now in childcare. Internet is getting $10 this week, so we'll just pop a $10 bill in here. Actually, let's do a 5 and 5 ones. We have a lot of ones up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 makes 10. That brings internet now to 50, 70, 90, 100, 5, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 15. So $115 now in internet. Dental insurance is getting $5. So let's just throw a $5 bill in here. That brings dental insurance to $20, $40, $55. I hope you guys are having a great week this week. Tomorrow is Halloween. Tomorrow's Tuesday. So again, it's Monday today. Tomorrow's Tuesday and it's Halloween. We have all my stuff for my son's Halloween costume. He is going to be a character from something called Skippity Toilet. I'll go ahead and insert the photo if I can find one, but my sister did his entire Halloween costume. She's super creative and she did his and ours. We are actually going as Sims characters. So she did our little plumb bobs and his little stereo head, but very excited about that. This video is probably going to come out the day after Halloween. So let me know in the comments down below what y'all did for Halloween. If you dressed up, if your kiddos dressed up. In health insurance, I'm going to go ahead and put $10. Let's do a 5 and 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 makes 10. That brings health insurance to 20, 40, 60, 81, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. $120 now in health insurance. Next is investing. This is getting $100. I'm just going to go ahead and throw 5 20s in here. So 20, 40, 60, 81. So $100 is now in investing. And then lastly, in this envelope is just my income folder, and this is going to be for next week's stuffing. So if you guys want to figure out how I budget this money, go ahead and stay tuned. A total of $550 went into bills. Let's move on to cash envelopes. We have a remaining $625. So starting off with gas. Now, I do have the $1, $5 challenge. However, I don't have any left over from this past week. So we're just going to go ahead and get straight into it. Let's do 25 and 5 ones for gas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me make sure this is correct. 25, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. So $30 now in gas. And groceries, I'm putting $115. This is a little bit more than I usually put, but I did spend some money getting groceries or supplies for my Halloween party. So that is what all this is for. So 100, and then let's do a 10 and then 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, $115. We did some really cute, like Halloween themed appetizers. If I have a photo, I'll go ahead and insert it for you guys to show you what we did. But we had like little ghost brownies, and we had a layered dip that had like a spider web on top. We did candy, of course, pigs in a blanket, and we had like little like witch's brooms made out of Reese's peanut butter cups and string cheese. So it was really, really fun. Those were really cute. But if I have a photo, I'll insert it. Spending's gonna get 25. So let's do 10, 15, 20, and then 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me just double count this. 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 25 now in my personal spending. Up next is date night. This is just an envelope for my boyfriend and I to have some fun. It's getting $25. So let's just do a 20 and 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I am instead going to do, so that would be 25 is going in there. I'm putting 15 back, and I'm going to grab 40 instead. That brings date night now to 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, $200 now in here. We're going to skip over the next couple of envelopes. We're going to move on to tithes, which is getting $10. Just pop a $10 bill in here. That brings this envelope to $30. And that is going to be it for this binder. So a total of $205 went into cash envelopes, which leaves $420 remaining for sinking funds. Now, we do have a leftover of $32 for my Saveopoly challenge. Let me just grab my die. All right, y'all. So getting into the back of my long-term sinking fund binder. Last time I rolled 25. Let's see what we're putting in this week. So I should be able to do any space, but oh, that's really stuck on there. Okay, there we go. But this week we are going to go ahead and put in 1. So 1 is save $25. Let's go ahead and pull a 20 and a 5. And I need to allocate the remaining, was that $7? So let me do that really quick as well. Alrighty, I'll give you 1 second. Alrighty, I just went ahead and put that $7 into medical, but let's go ahead and stick into my long-term sinking fund binder and get these taken care of. It's going to flip forward to emergency fund. In this envelope, I'm going to put $23. I do have that challenge this year where I'm doing $23 a year for the year 2023, and all of this money will go into my sinking fund account in my bank at the end of the year. So $23 going in here. Let's just do a 20 and 3 ones. See, 1, 2, 3. That brings this envelope to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 40, 60, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. $976 now in emergency fund. In Roth, I'm going to put $125 in here. So let's do that 100, a 20, and a 5. Roth now has 1, 2, 3,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, 70, 95, 10, 30, 50, 70, 96, 10, 30, 45, 50. So $3,650 now in Roth. In my son's envelope, this is the boy's envelope. I'm putting $25. Let's do 25. Let's do 30 instead. I'm gonna put a 5 back. So a 20 and a 10. Oops. That brings his envelope now to 1, 2, 3,000, 1, 50, 70, 90, 10, 30, 45, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. So $3,250 now in my son's envelope. This money does get invested for him for his future. Moving on to my short-term sinking fund binder, starting off with Christmas. Christmas is getting $25. Let's do 2 10s and 5 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 2 10s makes 25. That brings Christmas now to 1,000, 1, 20, 40, 50, 65, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So $1,175 now in Christmas. See, medical expenses again is going to get that extra $7 that was left over. So let's do 5 and 2 1s. And that brings this envelope to 25, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2. So $32 now in medical expenses. This envelope is just used for like over-the-counter medication in case one of us gets a cold or allergies or whatever, or any kind of copays related to going to the doctor. Vacation is going to get 70. So after I did everything, after I went to Boston and I went to that wedding, I ended up having $30 left over. So I had a little over $300 left over from my Boston trip, but then I did have to get a hotel for whenever I went to that wedding, and then I bought a few things while I was there. So I still have $30 left over even after that. I'm very, very happy about it. I'm going to go ahead and add $70 to this, and I guess I'm just going to do it in all 10s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I am going to do my unstuffing and bill swap in a couple weeks, so this will all get consolidated. But now in vacation, we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Now I have to start building this one back up because whenever I go to Colorado now, I will have to have income for whenever I'm gone, as well as for whenever I'm in Paris and London, I'll need spending money. I need to pay for my Airbnb and hotel, and I need income for that trip as well. So I am basically going to be working as much as I possibly can these next couple of months in order to cover these. Clothing is going to get $10. So let's just pop a $10 bill in here. Clothing now has 20, 35, so $35 now in clothing. Birthdays is going to get skipped, but in holiday fund, I'm going to put 15. I need to go ahead and build this back up. I spent all this on our Halloween party and on my son's and my own costume, so it did get depleted. We are having a Friendsgiving in a couple weeks though, so I will need to fund this envelope in order to pay for those expenses. So $15 in holiday fund. Skipping over the next couple, going into car registration. This one's going to get $15. So we'll do a 10 and a 5. That brings registration now to $20, $40, $60, $75 in here. In my insurance envelope, I'm putting $50. Grab this 50, That brings car insurance now to 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, 500, 20, 35, 45, 50. So $550 now in car insurance. Next up is sports and clubs. We're skipping over back to school. And here I'm putting $25. So 10, 15, 25. That brings this envelope to $20, $40, $60, $75, $85, $90 now in sports and clubs. And then that last 5 is going to go into my YouTube envelope. So here in the back. And that brings this envelope now to 10, 20, 10, 100, 25, 30, 130 now in YouTube. Alrighty, y'all, that is going to do it for this week's cash stuffing. Definitely stay tuned again for next week's cash stuffing where I stuffed that money that was in my income folder. But I have to go ahead and make some ramen for dinner, so I'm going to get to that. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you in a future video. Thanks so much. Bye.